Hi, my name is Rabbi Israel Burns, and this is Torah and the 12 Steps. We're going to do a study of the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book. The reason why we're going to study this text in depth is because it's a fact that more than 90% of early alcoholics who went to the AA meetings utilizing the Big Book completely have recovered from alcoholism. This is also true through history, through addicts also, with other substances. So this book is written in a way, as we're going to see, that provides a solution. So what we do is use this book, and then we go more in depth utilizing Jewish sources. We're not going to do that significantly in this series. Our main focus is going to be a page-by-page study of the text. Now, we like to start off with actually a page that's actually before numbered pages, where it just says Alcoholics Anonymous, and it says the story of how many thousands of men and women have recovered from alcoholism. So now, before we continue, I'd like to stress the importance of the term recovered. The book always uses that term. It does not use the term recovering. The only time recovering is used is when someone is in the process of going through the 12 steps. So we're going to understand as we go along the significance of the word recovered, and that it is utilized, as we're going to see actually right now, for a purpose, and an important purpose that has to do with carrying the message of the 12 steps. So now we're going to look at the foreword to the first edition, and it says as follows. This is basically unchanged as it was in 1939. There are differences. We do have a first edition here. This is not one, but I've seen some differences, but the overall message is the same. It says as follows: we of Alcoholics Anonymous are more than 100 men and women who have recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body, right? So in other words, seemingly hopeless because there really appears to be no solution to this problem, both in the mind and the body, as we will see. To show other alcoholics, and the following words are in italics, precisely how we have recovered is the main purpose of this book. So this is the main purpose, is to determine precisely how to recover from addiction or alcoholism. Now this is why we believe that the text can be studied in a way that the words used are significant, that the way that it's expressed, the way the words are mentioned are significant. It's like a manual of recovery. The person should look into it and do precisely what it says. If someone doesn't do precisely what it says, they're not going to get the results. You know, just like someone's putting together a chemical formula, you got to put the right amounts of everything in there, and then the reaction, the product will come out, right? The same thing here. You got to do as precise as you can, exactly what it says, right? So the main purpose of the text is to help other alcoholics recover exactly as the original members did. For them, we hope these pages will prove so convincing that no further authentication will be necessary. That is, that the book is able to convey the message all by itself. Where there's no people around to carry a message, this book should be effective, although it's not it's not the situation that we're going to see way later on in the text, that if the newcomer is 12-step by alcoholics, they don't always refer to the text in the beginning. But when there's no people, this text can provide a 12-step message. All right? We think this account of our experience will help everyone to better understand the alcoholic, because very few, if anyone, understands the alcoholic. Many do not comprehend that the alcoholic is a very sick person. What are they saying? We don't know alcoholics are sick, right? You're telling me family don't say, wow, he's sick. The reality is people don't understand how sick the alcoholic is. And we're going to see that in the text, that the nature of alcoholism is not what people believe. And besides, we assure that our way of living has its advantages for all. Now, concluding that first paragraph is that the 12 steps originally in early AA was designed for the family members also. The alcoholic recovered, the family was involved, extended family, friends. This is a way of life. It's certainly not a religion, but it's a way of life, and that is the proper attitude. The proper attitude is to carry a message to everybody, right? To demonstrate to the world these spiritual principles, not just for alcoholics, but primary focus is alcoholics, and then helping all people who seek a spiritual way of life to use the 12-step process to get a relationship with their Creator.